My name is Yong and this is DPRK Athletics. Today, we are going to see Naegohyang take on the Kaoshiung Attackers here in Vientiane, in Laos. The winner of this match will go on to the next stage of the AFC Women's Champions League. Now, if Naegohyang wins or ties, they go on to the next stage. Kaoshiung needs to win if they want to go on to the next stage. If Kaoshiung does well enough in second place, they can also go on to the next stage, but that is still all up in the air. It's going to be a great match. It's going to be a great day. I'm really excited. So my game plan for today is, it's already mid-afternoon, so it's almost time for the match. But I'm going to take a quick pit stop to the DPRK embassy here in Laos just to kind of see what it's like, kind of tell you guys the general forms of DPRK embassies throughout the world. And then we are going to go straight to the match. We're going to go watch the match. Then there will be a match after that between the two lower teams, Master FC and RTC from Laos and Bhutan respectively. I'm starting out here in the pool because why not start out in the pool? I mean, I live in Seoul. I don't get to go to the pool very much. So being here at a really cheap hotel in Vientiane and there's a pool, you got to go out to the pool. So anyway, I will see you on the way to the embassy. So we're coming up on the DPRK embassy right now. There's a lot of diplomatic compounds in the area, but it's still kind of a sleepier area of the diplomatic compounds. Most of the DPRK embassies that I've been to have all been in very, very sleepy, low-profile areas. Okay, so I believe we're coming up upon it. We're gonna wanna make this short and sweet. Do not want to hang around, do not want to draw the ire. If there's like a guard outside, then we're just going to walk past. I'm not going to say anything, but you'll see it in the background. So yeah, there is the DPRK embassy. 저기는 조선대사관입니다. Short approach. Take photo. Yeah, so as you can see, the DPRK embassy is located in a very, I don't know, sleepy part of town. It's very low profile. On this street, there's really just it's really just a big house. It's a big residential mansion. Oh yeah, there's a lot of dogs here. This is crazy. You know, really there's not a lot to see here. You don't want to hassle them. You don't want to bother them, but you still kind of want to see like what it looks like. And it's very well maintained. It doesn't look like it's in bad condition. Maybe that indicates that the government sees this as a important place. You know, I have seen other DPRK embassies where the condition is really bad, like in Poland, or, you know, they've withdrawn a lot of embassies in Africa in recent years. So to just kind of see the pristine condition of the embassy really kind of speaks volumes, I think, to the importance given to Laos relations at this time. This used to be the Korea restaurant, and now it is Joint Information Technology Lao. Apparently they serve chicken, but apparently it is closed. I see no sign of it. I was about to be really regretting, you know, not being able to go there. Anyway, it's time to hail another taxi and get straight to the game. So as you can see, we've arrived back at the stadium, and there are some cars from the official DPRK embassy. We're out here at the front, but there's only one place you can buy tickets and one place you can get in. So we've got to like walk all the way around. And you know, the taxi driver dropped us off on the other side, but you know what? We'll get in. The skies have cleared up. It looks like it won't rain. There's a small chance of rain throughout the match, but it looks like it's not going to rain. It's going to be really hot and sticky. So it'll be tough conditions for Naegohyang, but in the rainy season in Korea, it's just as bad. And I know from watching the documentary, or from watching the television series, our women's football team, that they do train in the rain and in tough conditions. And there is the ticketing. So here you can see that they're selling really cheap drinks and everything, and then they pour it for you in a cup if you want to get back into the game. So, you know, just hot noodles and snacks of all these varieties. And they've got a bunch hanging up here as well. So it's the type of atmosphere that you get. We are about 10 minutes away from kickoff here at Laos National Stadium. Naegohyang is getting ready to take on the Kaoshiung Attackers from Taiwan. The winner goes on to the next stage. The loser most possibly goes home. We've got about the same 100-person contingent from the DPRK here cheering them on, and we have literally almost no one else watching. It's just security, it's just the people, it's the DPRK cheering squad, and that is about it for this game. It's a really low tier squad, but we don't have much time, so let's get right into the match and I'll see you at halftime. So I thought this game would be competitive, but Naegohyang is taking absolutely no prisoners in this game. Naegohyang in the first, I think, 10 minutes, got 3 straight goals. They got their first goal almost on their first attack. It was just an absolute lights out, immediate victory. And then in the 35 minutes after the first 10 minutes, it was kind of like, you know, the other team, they put all their defenders in front of the goal, and Naegohyang became a little bit less aggressive, and they only got 1 more goal. So it's 4-0 here at halftime. You know, the sky's cleared up. It's not as wet as it used to be. It is really great conditions for football. I have to say that the cheering team is actually doing a much better job than they did in the previous game, because there's a little bit more organization. Now, every time a player scores, they'll say, "Jongkum, 잘한다, Jongkum, 잘한다." So like, you did well, Jongkum. So they're really cheering on their players. And after every missed goal, they say, Naegohyang 잘한다. So like, Naegohyang is doing well. Even the one time the goalie had to pick up the ball, they cheered on the goalie's name for doing well. So it's really a very supportive atmosphere for Naegohyang. There were maybe 2 times the Kaoshiung Attackers had a chance to score a goal, but it was really, really soft attack. So I mean, it has just been absolute domination here in Naegohyang. It's looking like Naegohyang is going to advance to the next group. And at this point, it's just about enjoying the afternoon. So the game's over here at Laos National Stadium. Naegohyang played a pretty lackadaisical second half. It was like 5-0. It was 4-0, and then Naegohyang got 1 more goal. The Kaoshiung goalkeeper was doing a really good job. The fans out here, they got some soft drinks. Some of the fans went out and got soft drinks for the entire team, so it was good for them. A little bit of rain came, but not a lot. Probably the most significant thing was that a rainbow happened over the stadium, so that was really cool, because the Naegohyang logo is a rainbow, so I thought that was really cool. The players came out individually, bowed to the fans. At the end of the game, bowed to the fans, and there was like a party secretary or some sort of important officials actually gave the Naegohyang players some roses, so it was really cool. Anyway, my first video didn't take, so I'm having to shoot this really quickly, but we're gonna go see if we can get any footage of the Naegohyang team coming out. So it's hard to put into words what just happened. So the team was coming out, right? And I got there a little bit late because I was recording the end of the match summary, and it didn't take on the first time, so I had to quickly retake it and then run out. And here at this stadium, I have to walk all the way from the other end of the stadium just to get back here where the players come out. So it was a long journey. I was sprinting just to get here on time. And they had already come out and they were taking a photograph with all the people, you know, nearby. And I thought, oh, I kind of want a photograph, but I thought, you know what? It's cool just that I have a copy of like the team photo just sitting there right in front of the stadium with all of everybody there. And so then I showed them my friend who runs DPRK FA on Instagram. He's a huge fan of DPRK football. He knows a lot more about DPRK football than I do. He actually made a graphic showing them going on to the next round. He actually did a lot of work. He took some photographs from the AFC from the national team, and then he photoshopped on like Naegohyang jerseys, and then he made this big 3D logo, and it's really a beautiful graphic, and I encourage any of you to go follow him on Instagram. So he sent me that graphic, and I was like, I've got to show this to the players. And so I have one of these laptops where you can flip it almost like it's a tablet. I showed them the graphic and they were all just blown away. They were just like, wow, this is so cool. Everybody was giving it a big thumbs up. Everybody was really happy. And you know, I was just so happy that I could show them the graphic that he made. I wish I had said more like, oh, it's not me, it's my friend. Or, you know, like, oh, you know, all of the fans in foreign lands are cheering you on as well. But that just wasn't to be. I was just too flummoxed in the moment because there was just so much energy in the atmosphere going on around there at that time. So even the coach gave it a thumbs up. You know, I think everybody there really appreciated that I came out, and I think that they're appreciating that you out there are watching this video too, because it shows that people still really do care about their teams and what they're doing. I think for me that's going to be it for this game. I have a flight to catch in about 5 or 6 hours, but there is another match going on here in about an hour. It's going to be Master FC from Laos and RTC, Royal College from Bhutan. And both of these teams have been doing pretty poorly. I think they've lost both of their games, both teams. But, you know, hopefully it'll be a competitive match, because every match I've seen here so far and every match that has taken place in this group has been rather uncompetitive. So I've got my meatball sausage thing. There were no noodles today, but, you know, already done a food review on it. Got my beer lao with ice. Just relaxing a bit before the flight. You know, all the energy's gone, all the tension's gone. I can just kind of sit here and relax, and then maybe at halftime, if it's competitive, I might risk staying a little bit longer. So we're about 25 minutes from kickoff. I think it's really interesting to see just such small nations here at the absolute grassroots level going at it. They've both had kind of similar results, I would say. So I think that both teams honestly stand a chance of winning, and, you know, there's nothing but pride on the line. But here, you know, they've got the drums. I imagine about 100 Master FC fans will be out here. And well, it's been a great game, a great atmosphere out here at New Laos National Stadium, but it is just looking like the RTC team from Bhutan is just a step ahead of Master FC. I feel really bad for Master FC. They've had so many injuries. They've battled so hard. The fans here have cheered so hard, but it is just not enough. I mean, they've had a couple of scares. You know, there was one shot that went just on the crossbar and was pretty close, but the team from Bhutan, the RTC team, they have just been controlling the ball, and it looks like they are just a cut above. Who knows? Bhutanese football could be the future. That's going to about wrap it up for me here at the New Laos National Stadium. I've got to catch my flight. I would love to see the second half, but I also want to get home. All right, we've made it back to Vientiane Airport. There's no auto check-in. Everything is old school. I feel like I have been transported back to the 1990s. I'm checking in my bags, but, you know, I had to stand in line for maybe 15, 20 minutes. Wasn't so bad, and then, you know, it's all checked in now. I think it's about an hour and a half to 2 hours, and I think it's really small after security, so I'm chilling out here for a bit, but I'm not going to leave too much up to chance. I should be up there in about 10 to 20 minutes, and we'll almost be ready to fly right back to Seoul. And I noticed that here, like 3 of the flights that are leaving in the middle of the night are going to Korea. I think one is going to Shanghai in China. It's kind of interesting just how hardcore the Korean influence is, and I think how probably convenient it is to fly at this time to Korea from Laos. All right, so I'm past airport security. There's really not much in the way of food here. It's really just coffee shops, small snack shops. But they do have ramen, at least. I mean, I haven't eaten that much today. I've had like a little like vermicelli, noodle soup for breakfast, kind of a local thing, and then I had those things at the game, but, you know, I guess just something to power me through this flight. And then, of course, I mean, if they're selling soju at such a cheap price, you know, I have to take advantage of it. So honestly, just something to knock me out for this flight where I'm going to be packed in with a whole bunch of other people for like 4 hours. So here, cheers, and I will see you in Incheon. All right, so we've made it to Incheon International Airport. We are back here in the comfort of ROK, South Korean convenience, and everything like that. It's been a long flight. You know, in the middle of the night is always tough. Going through middle of the night flights, but, you know, once you get through it, you're through it, and it's the morning, and I'm going to take the Airport Express, get back to Seoul proper, and go straight to bed, because you never get a proper sleep on these middle of the night flights. So yeah, if you want to see the other 2 days of my stay in Vientiane, I would encourage you to check out Yong Channel 2. The link is in the description. If you want to talk more about DPRK sports, I would encourage you to go to the Discord, and we've got great conversation going on there. Subscribe, leave a comment if you've got a question, if you've got a comment. I encourage you to just leave a like, leave a comment.
we are here on this channel. Hopefully we will be following Naegohyang to the next stage and we will see them as far as they go. This could be historic, though it's a very exciting time. I encourage you to stay here on DPRK Athletics, and we will see you later. Adios.